Why would you come on your brother's devices and then start spamming people's chats, trying to get them to read out notices? Why, if you're in America, how would you know who Delusive Angie is, or wanting to put them through? So, unfortunately, it is social media, and as bad as that sounds, it happens quite often, and it does. Like, you go back, just put it in your search bar, and there's so many times people have done that.
I just don't know, honestly, because even still, right, like, everybody's saying, even in New York, things happen quickly. Like, even, has anybody come up with that obituary thing yet, or anything like that? I don't know.
They've been told that the obituary is password protected. It's not going to be public, so no one will be able to see it, but they will send some people the code.
I know, but I thought in that New York Times, how can like anything be private on there? I don't know. Listen, I don't know.
The way that I see it is, I don't really trust anyone on the app. So in relation to a trust point of view, I can't say that I categorically trust whoever's telling me what. So you have to be observant and base your judgment on what you can physically see yourself and how you feel as a person. And it's only you who can make the call on what you believe is true and what isn't true. And I think ultimately, sorry, go on,
carry on.
I think ultimately, no one ourselves knows whether it's true or isn't true because we're not there, so we can't see it in person, which is why it makes it that little bit more difficult to try and understand. So I think from a person's point of view, my own point of view, my judgment will be made based on the information that I've got at hand and what I can visibly see. And I can't say that he isn't dead, but I can't say that he is dead. So all I'd have to do is just play Switzerland for the time being and put yourself in sort of a 50-50. Because we can't categorically say hands down we know he definitely isn't dead, but we can't categorically hands down say that we know that he definitely is because we're not physically dead.
Again, it should be pretty straightforward, really, but everything's all over.
Yeah, and that's social media. So because no one knows the answer, everyone's going to talk about it, everyone's going to speculate, everyone's going to have a difference of opinion. It doesn't matter whether you think that you're right, you might think you're right, but someone else might think that they're right as well. So no one's saying that anyone's right or anyone's wrong. People will see, and people have had a discussion about someone and say, well, you helped drag that person, so you're to blame. Well, loads of people could say that, you had a discussion with that person 6-7 weeks ago and you dragged that person, so you're to blame. So people see situations differently. I can't say he's definitely dead and I can't say he definitely isn't. So I can't say that's the issue.
All I'm saying is there's something doesn't feel right about it, and just for different things that people said and you're listening to different things and it's not adding up, things are not adding up. And I don't know. And
I know Tim used to come into my lives all the time. He was always in my room, Tim. He was always in the comments and that, so it's not like I don't have a vested interest, because obviously I do.
I've seen the comments there again. No one's actually physically spoken to the sister. People have had messages, but no one can say that they've actually physically spoken to her. Now, just relate back again. This man is a high-flying solicitor in New York City. He should have all this, that and the other to deal with. Why are people so invested in UK Drama Talk, wanting to clear people's names? And why? If something happens to you, why are you going to sit there and think of messaging fucking Miss Red or Luke the Judge from the UK? Like, why would that be your first priority? There's something not adding up.
I mean, just look at the comments.
No, Max hasn't spoke on a phone to her. She's just had messages with her.
Look at your comments now. Look at how many people are in here, and look at how many comments have got difference of opinions, different people who they're putting into the frame, different things that they're saying is happening. No one's actually agreeing. Everyone's got a completely different opinion. Yeah. People are saying stuff that didn't happen, and then there's other people that are contradicting it. You get what I mean? No one knows.
Yeah.
Can I just say, guys? Well, nobody's to blame if this is true. because there's no blame game should happen. But when my son was put in a life support machine, the stem of the brain was still alive, so they kept them on. If the stem of the brain is dead, they will remove the life support machine within hours. They will not keep the person going. But because my son's stem of his brain was still alive and his brain had a high proxy brain injury, they kept him alive for 5 days, because that's legal law to keep him alive for 5 days and then turn the machine off. But I hope, that nobody is blaming anybody if this is true, because if anything...
No, nobody's to blame if it's true.
There's nobody to blame.
No.
Because if that guy was dealing with his mental health, it wouldn't have just been a couple of days on here. There would have been a long journey in his life that he struggled with. But I hope you're doing okay, Pearl.
I'm good, my Jane. It's just, I was floored last night. I didn't want to continue last night, and then I didn't want to come on today. But I've just come on just to say, all around the app here and everything, you're speaking to people in person and nothing's ringing true. Nothing.
Alicia never spoke to the sister on the actual phone. She spoke to her via message. That's what she's asked me to tell you, because people are saying in the comments that she spoke to her on the phone.
Jane, you're echoing. Can I drop you down and swipe completely off the app and come back in, and then you can jump back up?
So, as it stands for me, there's so many different inconsistencies.
It is. Hey, my Donna. I don't know what, honestly, it's not down to me to believe anything, but when you're going with your gut instinct, there's something not ringing true. Like, I don't know what to say. I can't get my head around it.
I think your gut instinct is right, Pearl, because, sorry, I did join accidentally, but now I'm here, I might as well have a say. I just think it's a bit strange, and again, I don't want to say anything controversial, but I've been on TikTok for about 5 years now, and I know that if anything happened to me, my sons have had to live with me doing TikToks for 5 years, but I know the last thing any of my family members would do is log into my account to let everybody know. I just think that's a really strange thing.
The thing is my opinion on all of this now. Is it me that's echoing?
Yeah, it must be. Or is it? Oh, Sarah's muted right there. Everyone's different. Listen, we're going to know soon enough, aren't we? Because aren't you, Sarah?
Am I echoing?
Yeah. You have to swipe completely off.
All right, hold on, let me get out if I can do it.
It's, listen, we're going to know soon enough.
The thing is if it has happened, well, if it's not happened, sorry, it's clear that the man's very unwell and hopefully can get help. It sounds really strange, and you'd never...
I want it to be not true, because you don't want to see anybody not here.
You'd never question someone
No.
in the street if they told you someone had passed away. But again, how many times has it happened now? No, Carly, not on this one, love.
I don't know. It's all of this is just sick. And if he has, let the man rest in peace, let the family be in peaceful. I'm sorry if I'm echoing, everybody's saying it's me, I'm sorry. Let the man rest in peace, but just, I don't know.
It'll all come out eventually.
Yeah.
It'll all come out. And then we'll see. At the end of the day, stuff's been said on the app. There's been inconsistencies, so the family
I'm
have
just putting this out
also
there, and listen, I've got no needs to tell lies. Me and Dan were both speaking with Billy and Max yesterday at 1:15 yesterday afternoon, and they were well aware the exposure me and Dan were doing last night was definitely 1,000,000% not about Tim. Just putting that out there, because I know people's running about the app. I've heard a few going on about bullying and mentioning my name and about burgers in the burger van and whatever. I've heard them mention that. They ain't no bullies here. What I will speak is facts, and that's why I can't have the biggest opinion on this. because I don't know, and it's not basically any of my business. But all I'm saying is just what's things has been said and speaking to people. Nothing adds up.
There's been chat logs sent to us. There's been all sorts, haven't there, over the last few hours? What we've received with Tim and another person. We'll just keep them out of it for the time being.
Yeah.
But in all honesty, it seemed very coincidental, the timing of it. And again, I mean, there's no happy after, but hopefully this is a lie and he is still with us. And then he can get the help he needs. And it's a shame that you have to question it. But the family member, or supposed family member, has come to the app and they brought it to the app, even though they wanted to be left in peace, but yet they've been spamming all big creators all day trying to get the stories out. And the stories, what they're saying, they're irrelevant anyway. They're just about one person professing their innocence. So, like...
I've spoke to Max all last night. The woman is... She's absolutely... The word is distraught. This woman... Yeah, time. This woman, the word is for her. Wait a minute. Oh, what's that? Oh. No, oh, is it? Another Pearl's birthday today. This woman is absolutely distraught. But I do know that she's just been on messages with the sister. I'll not go into anything, but she hasn't spoke to her direct. She's had messages with her, and it's just, I don't know.
In my opinion, Max's reaction was 110% genuine yesterday.
Oh, 1,000,000%.
It was.
I had to drop her out. You could hear she couldn't breathe. Do you know?
There's just a lot of different things on here. Yeah.
Nobody knows. Honestly, I can see the comments. Nobody knows. We don't know, but 1,000,000% Max is genuine in this because she was inconsolable is the word. Do you know, like, it's I don't know what to say, honestly. It's sad whichever way you look at this. And once it's sorted, I think just everything, just leave. I don't...
Protect your platform now. Because at the end of the day, everyone's going to have their opinions on stuff, right? But it doesn't have to be done on the app. And you know what it is? It's just like, this is the reason why, Pearl. I'm not calling anyone out, but this is the exact reason why no one reaches out when they're going through mental health problems, because they're getting questioned 24/7.
Yeah.
These lives are never going to help anyone.
No.
Because at the end of the day, and this is the prime example why nobody will ever reach out when they're going through episodes, mental health and all this stuff, because the fear of not being believed. This is why rapists get away with so many crimes, because they literally people don't want to reach out because they don't want the fear of not being believed. We're not meant to know anything.
No.
We are people on an app. Whatever's happened. And even if the case it's a lie, we don't deserve to know. We people, we don't deserve to know at the end of the day. We're just people on an app.
I just wished I'd never knew anything, never been told anything, or anything at all. Like I said, it's nothing to do with me. But I've come on, people's asking things in the questions. It started off with EQ. I'm answering questions back and it's led on to this.
I know people are nosy and I know everyone wants to find out the stuff. We're all nosy people. It's life. We're all that way inclined. But sometimes when things happen, we've just got to learn to be quiet about situations like this, because honestly, I see now why people don't reach out, because I've been getting judged and people saying, oh, they could be lying. You know what I mean? Surely you can agree with me on that.
I am. I didn't come live today. I didn't come live last night. I've come on and it started in the comments. And then I've answered I will pick a comment out. I've answered the comment and the chat's gone straight to that. And that's what I'm saying. You told one thing. I wish I didn't know anything, nothing. And then all of a sudden, lots of things. I don't know why it's come to me. There's things landed on my lap. And I just, I didn't want no part in it, none whatsoever, and I'm making it plain. What I was coming on last night was definitely, and I spoke to Billy and I spoke to Max yesterday at 1:15, and they can confirm what I was doing last night was 1,000,000% not about Tim.
Yeah, but this is just honestly, I just feel that protect yourself because no matter what happens from the back of this, it'll always fall back on one of the people that are the host alive or people being in the boxes. You know exactly how this app is, and then when if the obituary comes out and it comes
that's
out,
what I said. When that
if
comes
it's
out,
true, then and then everyone's going to go egg on the face, and then how can you show your face back on the app when you've been questioned?
That's what I said. Hopefully tomorrow, because they said it'll take the longest up to about 2 days. So then there'll be some people who knows how to get onto that New York Times and get that, and then it just shuts everything down in that instant, doesn't it?
I just personally don't think us random people on the internet deserve to know anything. I'm going to be honest with you. I just don't think. I think the people that who's close to him and friends obviously deserve to know, but random people because they're nosy and because they're missing out on Jeremy Kyle, we don't deserve to know. It's not for a topic of conversation because it escalates onto real life people that want to reach out, but they're scared to because of lives like this being judged, being dragged, being thrown. You know what I mean?
Nobody's getting judged or dragged in here. I'm saying it's nothing to do with us. We had a load of messages sent. Do not ask why we got the messages sent. Listening to what's being said around the app, listening to when I've been speaking to people off the app. All I'm saying is everybody's saying something different. And the best thing that we can do is wait till this thing comes out and there one way or the other. You don't want it to be right anyway. And it would be heaven sent if he was still alive. But again, when this obituary thing comes out, then everybody can just close it down, stop. He's gone, let the man rest. You want my MT?
The only thing is as well, they don't have to have an obituary. Do you know what I mean? So
yeah, but this is the thing, right? So people are talking about it because his family have come on the app. They've been around all day spamming people and that, so people are going to talk. Evil Queen did a live before, so off the back of that, people are still talking about it.
Of course they would.
Yeah, but you can change. But the thing is, Dan, you can change that. You don't personally have to speak about it, and then whatever happens, they can have egg on their face. You don't have to be one of the people that would be continuing to talk about it. You know what I mean? We're all here. It's up to you, Dan. You know what I mean? It's up to you, Pearl. It's up to you, MT. But at the end of the day, I'm just thinking of the bigger picture here. Like, at the end of the day, this is one of the reasons. Not nothing to do with you three, but this is one of the reasons why people do not reach out because
honestly,
of the fear of not being believed.
I think, honestly, I'm just going to take the stance as what I said before when I very first came in here, which is you can't say you did, you can't say you didn't, so you can't say anything.
Exactly.
But that doesn't mean that other people can't speak. Other people are going to have opinions. It only happened yesterday, didn't it? It's not like it happened last week. So people are still finding out what's happened, and people that are going to ask questions regardless of what type of life you do.
To be honest with you, it's the opinions are fine, right? But it is literally the wanting to find out, doing deep dives, wanting to go through Facebooks to find out the truth and all that stuff. We don't need to know that stuff.
I haven't. Who's doing a deep dive?
No, just that's what people are doing now on the app. They're all saying like, I'm not blaming any of you, but that's what people are doing now, saying what's his full name and stuff.
This information has come from his supposed sister, who's going around telling people different scenarios. No one's gone looking into it. Everything has just been sent over. Because you know what the internet's like. No one's done a deep dive. His sister's gone and told someone one thing and then told someone else something completely different. So people are going to start questioning it when it's brought up. There's no deep diving. That's where the inconsistencies come from and why people are mentioning it.
Gems, I was going to what? What was I going to do? What I was going to talk about last night was 1,000,000% nothing to do with Tim. It was to do with another creator, yes, on the app. It was nothing to do with Tim. So if that's what you're on about, no. Get your facts right. It was to do with another creator.
Exactly. So, again, people will unfortunately want to talk about it because, again, it's one of them. That account has been going round today in every chat spamming.
Oh, sorry, I picked it up wrong. Sorry.
That's where it's coming from, and people are wanting to know. They've been asking mods to pin comments and things like that. Do you not think it's strange?
All I'm going to say on it is, the end of the day, just be careful, because this could go one
I
of two
don't want
ways.
to talk about this. I don't want to talk.
It could
That's
go
what I'm
one of two
saying.
ways.
I started off in the comments. I answered a question. I've just picked a fucking comment out there, and it's went to this. The way to do this is when this man, God do forgive me, when everything's there and people can see with their own eyes, then they're going to just stop, leave him, rest in peace. It's just, I didn't want to go there with this. But the only way I mentioned Tim was to say that the awareness what was going to go on last night was nothing to do with
Can I just
Tim.
repeat to that too? Because apparently it was going round today, and I've just seen that Carmel on that trial account. Not once did I say yesterday Tim has till 5 o'clock to tell the truth. If you go back and look at it, or better still, what I will do is send you the live recording. What I said is we were doing the exposure on Dame, because a lot of people come forward about Dame, not Tim, Dame, just so you
Nobody
get that
mentioned
through your
Tim.
fucking heads. So then I said, well, Tim's welcome to come up at 5 o'clock, but the exposure, again, let me just say it clearly for you again. Dame. All right, you get it? Get it, got it, good. Okay, Dame. There you go. It was never about him.
We never said Tim. Jessica, do you want to get up in the box? When have we said Tim? Nobody mentioned Tim. And Max and Billy, who are his friends, can verify that. At 1:15 yesterday, we were on a phone call, and the full phone call was about Dame. That's who it was about. Nobody else.
I personally seen a clip, and Tim was heavily mentioned in it, but that's not relatable to. If you was going to do it initially, that doesn't mean like you was going to do it.
No, it was things that he would have had a little mention in it, but only things that Dame was doing to Tim.
Exactly, and that's the thing. Everyone has their opinion. Sorry, I'm just replying back.
The thing itself was not about Tim. Tim done nothing.
No, so
wrong.
it's off the back of what Tim brought to the app himself. He come on this app and he said what he had to say about Dame. So straight away after that, bang, messages started coming. Other people coming forward saying he's done this to me, he's done that to me. So that's where it was coming from. So it's off the back of what he said. So there you have
He's
it.
asking for receipts for a death. I'm not speaking about this. The comments fetch this up. I never went this way. As soon as I come on, what's your opinion? And I said, I don't know what to think. That was the first thing that I picked out the comments. That's how it started. I said, I don't know what to think. And again, it's not my thing to think anything. It's just how the sister's been coming and I haven't seen none of this with the sister, but how the sister's been coming around and going from live to live. I don't know who the sister is. I've never spoke or even seen anything where the sister's been at, but everybody's obviously been on about she's been on the app today. I don't know. I've never seen it. And like I say, it's nothing to do with me, nothing at all. And that was never getting fetched up, but I'm just mentioning last night was not a thing about Tim. It was about Dame. That's what it was about last night. But like I say, we're putting that off for now because it's just not the time. Oh, for fuck's sake, honest, you know this app, don't you?
That's it. You're damned if you do and you're damned if you don't with them all. But like I said, it'll all come out in the wash anyway. So.
Oh, well, anyways.
Continue.
So, listen, that's all that I've come on just to tell you, because I've heard quite a few, and I heard and the one that was going in at me this morning about bullying, I will name her as well. It was Conversation Courtney on a live, ranted on for God knows how fucking long this morning. going on that I'm a bully about what I'd done to her. She's gone at me for long enough. The things she was sitting saying about other people, you can't go in at this, you can't go in at that. She's done exactly the same on the app too. So all of a sudden, she's come with this moral high ground. Well, let me just tell you, conversation, Courtney, you just don't worry about me because I don't worry about you. And for your information, my burgers are still up on the air thing and they stay there. They'll stay there. If the cap fits, wear it. But don't spark a live up going in about me being a bully. That's one thing I'm not as a bully.
Why is it got fucking snow?
Okay?
Have you come to got fucking snow?
See, the thing is, right, so
It's
you see
not.
the comments, everyone is entitled to their opinion. My opinion is, at this moment in time, with the evidence, what has been produced on the app by his family, I don't believe it. Some people will agree, some people won't. There'll be time where eventually it'll come out and we'll find out. We don't need to find out, but it will make its way back to the app somehow. And unfortunately, you have to question things nowadays. But as it
Exactly.
stands, we've said our part now.
It's none of our
It's over
business.
with.
It's none of our business. And like I say, if it comes back to the app, then is people going to speak about it? That's up to them. For my opinion, I think the man should be just left to rest.
Well, that's
Right.
it. It's now fingered. We've said our piece now. That's as far as it goes, because it's always been case of where someone else mentions it, then you've got to speak about it. But we'll see anyway. But just so you're all aware that there isn't any there isn't any deep dives going on. There's nothing. Every piece of information what has been sent to us, we have not gone looking for, not whatsoever. So anyway, it's gone on longer than we thought. That.
So this is the end of the conversation now. If anybody wants to stay in here, we're just having a normal little chat about things. Not that I'm in the mood for a chat but I had to come on and just clear our names to say there was nothing going ahead last night concerning it. But that's on hold for now. Till everything else is over with. And like I say, let the man rest in peace. I'm sure you're still going to find it for days and days and days, but I don't, personally myself, I just don't want to speak about it.
Oh my god, I forgot I'm in the box. I'm sitting here munching on jellies, looking at myself.
Looking at yourself.
Like a
What?
dickhead. I said I didn't even realise I was in the box still. I'm sitting here munching on jellies, looking at my screen at myself like a dickhead.
You're as bad as him there with the crisps.
I've got some fizzy jellyfish, they're fucking
So
lovely.
everybody, yes, it's freezing. We've had snow all through the night and then snow this morning. Thank you, my baby. Snow all this morning and then it's freezed all day. And it still keeps snowing on and off. But we have got a yellow weather warning here for snow. So
It did it a little tiny bit here before, but only for a minute.
check your power bank. Yes, I did. And it's on charge as we speak now. Matt, is that you on Eternity account?
Yeah, it will be. I've seen them earlier on somewhere else.
Oh, hey, my Slim Shady. Sorry, me baby, I'm not with it tonight.
I haven't seen you for ages, Matt.
It is you. You're not getting up because I can't be fucked on with you tonight. Because you'll take the conversation right back to somewhere I don't want to go. Any news on the laptop? Is it the 28th of this month when Black Friday's on? I will go. Yes, it is my Slim Shady. Slim Shady here, everybody. Don't I have a thing with me agency? That's next week as well. So he's coming to say hello because this is who I'm having my monthly battle with. So can one of you pin Shady's account and give me a little follow up? I do feel